get you. I get you. I get your ass. Woo! Oh man, I got you. I got you. Look at that, baby. Right, my right eye. Notice, like Osiris and Osiris. Okay, the Egyptian gods. I don't want. I don't want to remove this. Okay, that's my tag signature. Okay, I don't. I don't have it on me. My deer tick. Somebody called it, and I was cracking up. You got you got a deer tick on your fucking. It's a fat mole. Okay, right? It's that little mole. Look at that mole, baby. Well, let's get on with the subject now here. Please read my credentials in the description. If you don't know who I am, don't comment until you know. Okay? I'm your friendly neighborhood sexologist, someone that you have never seen before. The universe has brought you to me. I'm too eccentric to be on the levels of too alpha to be on the levels of any man on the internet, because this is preposterous at what I'm seeing. It's preposterous. Most of these men that I'm watching have no prior experience with multiple women like I have. I pull their card. Most of these guys I see on there, even Kevin Samuels, a lot of guys be sending me his shit. I say I respect Kevin Samuels, understand his background, respect his credentials. That's his hustle. I'm not trying to take nobody down because of my knowledge and what I went through. All right? This YouTube shit is just therapeutic to me. I get countless women in my inbox and also offline too. Women and men, as a matter of fact. I'm international, as a matter of fact. I don't deal with just staying in America. It's kind of boring to me. The value of marriage. There's a positive attribute to it, and then there's a negative attribute to it. Here we go. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. To an alpha male, marriage means what? I'm gonna ask you a question. To an alpha male, marriage means what? Okay. So you paused it, and you got your end. You pause it. The answer is, to alpha male, marriage is not necessary, because marriage is a contractual agreement, okay, which benefits who more in the relationship? A woman, especially after she gets divorced. This is the pathology of an alpha male. That means they don't think about marriage. This is why I tell beta alpha women all of the time. I don't understand what they're getting that shit from, because alphas don't believe in marriage. They believe in what? If alpha men don't believe in marriage, what the fuck do they believe in, right? Pause. What do true alpha men believe in? I'm give you a little hint who I am, because now y'all young bucks, y'all young kids and shit out there, you don't even know who I am. I'm OG. I'm OG. Not original gangster though. I'm no gangster. Raised back in the 80s, 1950, in 1980s in Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy. Who am I? Okay, so there's a lot of questions here. Let's get on with the subject before I get off the track here. What are alpha men interested in? True alpha men. They're not interested in no marriage, babies. I talk to them hustlers. They looking at polygyny, motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers are overseas. They fuck with virgins. Them motherfuckers don't fuck around. I saw them sitting in their wine and shit, having fresh virgin pussy, licking, sucking their balls every fucking day. Do you understand they can have one a day? True alphas have one a day, and the shit is always fresh. I saw some shit in my life. Didn't make sense. I saw some shit. Y'all guys know what I'm talking about. Have you ever seen a guy who's truly alpha he snaps his finger. The woman comes and gives him teabag right then. I seen that shit. And then he gives me a little bit of information saying, take it out of the country. Polygyny. You tell them hoes what to do. And I was like, yo, it blew my fucking mind, man. Fucking blew my mind what a real alpha is. Do you understand what an alpha is? It's only 10 to 15% of the population. But beta males can do what the fuck they want because they're the Johns. For every time a man gets taken to court, that builds the beta male up. The beta male is the one who has to simp in order to get the attention from the male, because he don't have no validation from himself, and plus he didn't have a father figure, an alpha to teach him. So, what is the benefit for marriage? There is a positive attribute to marriage, but the marriage is ceremonial. It's not like, if you go overseas, here, listen. There are polygynous ceremonies overseas in Africa. Okay? Listen to me now. That I saw that was so fantastic that I was like, why don't nobody talk about this in the West? You can marry 3 to 4 women at a time? And men are only marrying one? If an African true king have heard what African men do over here, it will probably blow their fucking minds, man. It will blow their motherfucking minds. And then when these African kings over there, here, these niggas, okay, you know what, Ethiopian kings or whatever you want to call them, say that men are being scammed because they're only marrying one female? Do you know where I come from now? Marriage has no benefit in the Western world's developed countries because the women who take advantage of the matriarch, I can take advantage of the matriarch because that's what I do. I'd be like, okay, is there a loophole where men can actually take advantage of the matriarch? Yes, there is. Have you heard of men like from Britney Spears and Eve, the rapper? Okay, they got sued in the court of law. That's a benefit, but you got to be broke and you got to be taking care of the kids. You got to be the woman in the house, motherfucker, to be an alpha like me. I go to women's houses all the time telling them, hey, you know, don't be rich and you think you're going to marry me. That's a high risk. I'll take your house and your kids. But none of you guys want to listen to me. It's okay. Maybe later. But I learned when I was like 19 that marriage is a fraud. Okay? It's made up by the government to coerce weak men into the ring. You know how much a diamond is worth in Africa? It ain't worth shit. Okay? It ain't worth shit in Africa. Only when you bring it to the Western worlds is worth a lot. Did you know that? Okay? You know why the diamond is so expensive? It's because the capitalists created it that way. But the diamond ain't worth shit in Africa. I didn't know that shit. You could do the research on yourself. So, for alpha men, marriage means a ceremony with 3 to 4 women who are virgins. Okay, we got that. And it's not beneficial at all if it's one man do it. Because I be pulling the cards, man. I pull the cards all the time. You getting profit from your divorce? I do. I tell my wife all the time. I said, you call the police. You know, you're going to only benefit me. If a man want to take care of my shit, okay. But he ain't going to be around my daughters. Because that's a life or death type thing, okay? I'm not playing with that shit. I'd rather go to jail. I'd rather go backwards to go forward, okay? Because I got my shit together. I'm waiting, okay? But you guys won't listen to me. Please, when you marry, you're making a contractual agreement with the government. They're going to extort money out of you, and they are not going to hear your side of the story. Even if you got video. I don't believe that they'll listen. Because I was there, okay? But other than that, there is no benefit for men overall in general. It's only a greater benefit for women. The reason why it was created is to protect women from being put out. And I curse every motherfucking male who want to put a woman out and she's trying her best. Okay, I don't like that shit. I know it does happen to you women sometimes, but don't get married in the first place. Okay, now if marriage is the only thing that's keeping your relationship together because you can threaten him, that's not good. That's not really cool, man. You're coercing him. You're threatening him. I know a lot of guys, white guys particularly, mainly, you know, going through some shit right now because they're forced in a marriage or you're in a marriage to where I can't get out of it. You're fucked. You better find a way to get out of it. You better test her early. You better hope she ain't hot in the pants for somebody else later on down the line because she hitting 40 years old. But you're going to keep doing what you're doing. Okay. That's what I'm here for. But I've already said the positive attributes of a ceremonial marriage, which is basically through polygyny. And I told you the negative side. I told you 2 sides of marriage. The pimps told me it's a game, it's a pimp hustle for women. Marriage is a pimp hustle for women. And you didn't have a father figure to teach you that marriage is not important. It's just your word of mouth. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, guys. Why don't you buy yourself a house, right? Put your hoes in there and tell them bitches to sell their pussy, and they always have a roof over their head. How about that? Y'all don't have no other ideas of what to do with women out there these days? But instead, you want to go laying up with these women and fall in love, and that's your fucking fault if they switch on you, because women are seasonal. Now, I could talk about a whole list of other fucking things about men being seasonal, but it happens mostly with women. Women are more seasonal than the men, okay? So I'm just trying to help the guys out, okay? And any females who's listening to me, you know I'm telling the truth. Straight up, it's a fucking hustle. It's just a hustle. It's a pimp game for women. And I'm out of here, you guys. I hope you learned something. There is no value, most likely, in Western worlds with marriage. But a polygynous relationship with multiple women, that's alpha, and they better all be virgins too, because I'll ask you a question. Are they virgins, dog? Are you having sex with prostitutes? Or used to be prostitutes, motherfucker? You ain't shit. You marrying all those women because you just fucking simping and shit, motherfucker? You get the fuck out of my face. And I hope you don't eat booty. So I'll punch you in your fucking lip. If you eat booty and you didn't tell me you eat booty and shit, you walking around, I'm like, oh, you eat booty and you start speaking, I'm like, pop. And I hope you bigger than me too, okay? Because I only hit you 1 or 2 times. You ain't catching me, you fucking homosexual. Eating booty. It's homosexual action. Hot on hot action. You eat the booty because it's fruity. No hate. I'm no homo, but I don't hate on I got some homosexual friends, associates. But I tell them straight up, I'm a heterosexual. Okay, hey, no disrespect to none of that. I just call you a homo if you start eating booty, okay? If you like eating booty, you like fucking up the booty, okay? You're a beta. You're a beta alpha. That's something genetics will take it, keep it over there, okay? But eating booty, don't speak. All right? And that's another video for another day. Peace.